Hey YouTube. Well, nice weather. It's about the time to get this thing put back in the truck for the season. So I'm out here today getting this all ready to go. The battery for the camper was kind of puking out on us last year, so we got a brand new battery. And I don't know if you can see, this is the battery that we got. It's a little bit bigger than what we had before, not too much, but yeah, that's the plan. Is tomorrow morning we're going to leave here and go pick up our camper out of storage, which is a lot closer than it's ever been for us. It's only about 20 minutes away to go get it, being that my shed is not quite tall enough. This is my neighbor's pontoon, but the height of this is 10 feet for the opening, and my camper is 13 foot to the top. So, well, I'll let you guys, we'll go down to the shop and get my tripod. I can set this up. You guys can watch me install it. Truck's looking good, but the wheels are getting a little bit crappy, so I brought my drill home and I hit that with a little bit of, it's a Zephyr. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's a bottle of cleaner. So we will go in here, and I do have another video to upload, guys, that my Bauer polisher after 5 years has bit the dust on me. The speed doesn't work, and it kind of started smoking on me last weekend. I was polishing out a truck, and yeah, well, it quit working. So we went and bought a brand new one at Harbor Freight, and they are still 99 bucks. So we went over, picked one of those up. Sorry guys, I'm gonna get you set up on the tripod here. Okay. And we're building planter boxes right now, which, I mean, we can throw that on the channel too. My wife's cousin and me, we have enjoyed doing some woodworking here or there, and we have a garage sale coming up, so we figured we'd slap some of this stuff together and, you know, see if anybody really likes it. The bigger ones are getting a post in the middle with a light on top. The little ones are just, well, just little ones. So I can clue you guys in on some of that if you'd like. But back to the camper topic. So we are going to be pulling the camper out. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Don't mind all the dog poop in my yard either. We are going to be bringing the camper home tomorrow, as I said, and we will be so I'm getting you guys adjusted here, raising you up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So we'll be bringing the camper home tomorrow, and the plan with the camper is I have a rack, which I'll show you in a minute, that I'd mount on the back of the camper, make it foldable, so whenever we're carrying our generator, it can just go on there instead of trying to stuff it up in front of this. Before it worked, whenever it was just I had a gooseneck adapter on, which did not really care for it because it shook and you could feel it, and didn't really love it all that much. And what are we doing this in? Crocs, because, well, what a better way to smash your feet than in some Crocs. Gonna pull our rod for unlatching. Actually, let's just take a walk back down to the shop and get some grease of some sort to put on our pin, so maybe it doesn't seize up on us, being that we haven't used it all year. So yeah, we're going to put a rack on the back. We are getting a bigger generator. I'll show you the one that we have now works, but will not run both AC units currently. Let me, what do I want to use? Gear lube. How about that? Let's see what we can use up that we've got accessible to us. We'll just take our handy little grease gun here. I can't recall what exactly grease I bought to put in here. It's blue, I do know that. There's my bucket and my forks, and my father-in-law's little aluminum trailer. I can't remember what grease I have in here. I just know that it's kind of I use it for everything. It's not a very heavy grease, so we'll grease the pin before we set this thing down on here. Pop up in here again. All right. Hop down here, unlatch the latch. Hopefully it stays, because generally whenever I go to set this thing in here, it's not like to stay out. There we go. We are latched. Just check it, make sure. That is latched. So guys, now what we'll do is we'll pull these pins here. Maybe might have to go get a pair of pliers. Oh. Yeah, we need pliers. So we'll take the grease gun back and I can tell you some more about what we're doing. Well, here, I'll show you the generator quick. So don't mind my mess on my shed. So right now we have a WEN generator. It is a 4,000 watt. I love this generator. Not saying that a Honda isn't great, or Yamaha, or whatever you guys use, but I like the features on it. It's got an auto shut off on it, so it will just completely drain the carburetor, so no fuel is sitting in there whenever you're not using it, which I like, because sometimes it's a month before we use it, and then we use it again, and it's, you know, not used every day. With that being said, we're going to, from a 4,000 to a 6,800 watt WEN generator that I'm planning on buying. We're going to sell this one to a family member that needs it. So they really, really like my generator. It's quiet. You can hardly ever tell it's running. So we're going to sell that to them, and then we will be going up to that 6,800 watt generator, which I hope I like it as much as the one that I've got. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit heavier. That's hence why we're putting a ramp style, like, oh shoot, I'll be right back, guys. Went down there to get a pliers. What did I not grab? Back, got the pliers. So what we'll do is we'll start off by pulling these pins, lay them on the tailgate, pull this out here, maybe not. And we will flip this one over, pull this pin, slide it out. That one's still attached, the other one is not. I have to fix that. And then with that being out, bring it over here, set it on these blocks, take this pin, slide it on through, put your cotter pin back in, one, there's two, make sure it doesn't release. Now what I always like to do is just hold this pin, which is for your jaws, move it in, move it out, make sure everything's working like it should. And then you put this pin right back in here, and yeah, there you go. The fifth wheel companion is in like it's supposed to be, and we are ready to go for tomorrow. So I'll take you guys off the phone stand here for a minute. So it looks like in there, sits below the tunnel cover, which I like. Little rubber bumpers ride in the rail to keep it so it doesn't move and not all the support is on the center pin under there. You do not need chains once you have this, is what I've been told. So yeah, we'll go get it tomorrow and see how it goes. But for now, I'll show you guys the rack that I'm talking about. Again, don't mind the shed, it's a mess. This is a lot better than what it used to be whenever me and my wife bought this place. So there's the rack. I'll see if I can zoom in. Plan is to cut off where it drops down, right there. Take and cut that down, and basically cut it off, and then I want to make it more straight. I don't want it riding up that high. And then we'll put we'll put a ramp on, I don't know, it depends on how heavy this generator is, and then I will weld some tabs on 4 spots for a ratchet strap to go over to strap this thing down. And yeah, we should be golden. But I do work at a equipment truck shop, so this is not something that I'm afraid to do. I do think it'll hold up just fine. If anything, I might add some higher sides just in case for whatever reason. But that's the plan, guys. We are going to polish the camper out because it's starting to fade. So I bought some Marine, it's Meguiar's polish. The plan is to basically go across the whole thing, front, back, sides, and polish it out, bring it back to a nice new shine look. That's my hope anyway. I've never polished a camper before, so this will be a new experience. I'll show you the pads that I'm planning on using on it. I don't really think I want to use a wool pad, for the simple fact of how aggressive it cuts. So what we plan on using is, where did I put them? Suppose they are in here. Nope. But, so here's the pads I normally use. 7-inch wool pad. And then there's my new polisher here. Hook and loop style. I've got a lot of detailing stuff. Maybe I just threw the whole bag in here. I was kind of busy. Picked up a set of microfiber towels. Here's the 2 pads that we're going to be using on the camper. I'm going to see how I like them. I only bought 2. I can definitely go and buy more. They're Harbor Freight's. Grants. This is a finished waffle foam pad. Fine cut, ultra high finish. So, like it says on here, wool pad for heavy and medium cutting, and then polishing would be a low cut, high finish. So there's the one pad, and then I also bought the yellow pad, which, if need be, we will go to a wool pad, but we're going to start with this, jump to this, see how it comes out, and then my normal polish that I use, and I've told you guys this more than once, this is the Finish Cut Compound. This is my go-to. So, really like this stuff. I really like how long it lasts. It has gone up in price a little bit, but you can see cutting with the wool pad is a little bit more. I don't have the Marine RV stuff here in the shop. I was trying to help my father-in-law polish his boat. Had a few scratches, and I couldn't fix them because they were too deep. So, with that being said, yeah, that is where we're at. So, look forward to, I would say, in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Sorry about the garbage. It's kind of gotten out of hand. I've got to get a bag and go through it. I'm going to pull my truck in here, I think. Yeah. So, like I said, guys, look forward to seeing some of that stuff coming up on the channel. And if there's something specific that you'd like me to break down more, I can definitely go over that with you. If you're new, uncertain on something, confused, want to know more, just hit me up and I'll try to help you. I'm learning just like you guys are. There's There's a reason why I started a channel. One was because I wanted to learn more and be able to teach, if I could, teach people kind of what I've learned over the years of doing these things. Sorry, I need those for later. We're actually gonna throw this in the truck. This is my little M12 air compressor. This thing has saved me so many times. So we're gonna throw those two things in the truck here in a little bit. Sorry to get off topic again, guys. I'm kind of all over the place right now. But we're gonna, basically the plan is whenever the camper comes home, I would like to start by polishing it, going over it, cleaning it up, making it look nice. And then to follow up with that, we've got a black tank issue in the very back. So my camper has, the very back bathroom has its own separate drain. The black tank has been giving me issues, and no one used the bathroom in there last year because it just quit working. And I don't know, I don't like the valves because they're a cable style valve, and if you guys have any better tips or tricks or ideas on those cable style valves, I really don't like them. I've went to ones that mount to the outside, and that's what I'm using. So, well, let me know what you guys think, and like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.